Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, whether it's an old one or a new one. Here are readings for more or less December. These energies are coming in with the sun in Sagittarius, and it's already there. So whenever you watch it, it's probably a good time for you to watch it. This time I'm using 3 decks. The Silver Witchcraft Tarot deck for general reading, Mariel Tarot, only major arcanas for the general energy for each sign, and Witches Tarot as a modifier. I will only choose 1 card for each decan of the sign, which is a novelty. So, that's it. And now, onto your reading. Enjoy. Hello, Scorpio. Here's a reading for you for December 2017. More or less December, perhaps starting now. Whenever you see it, it's probably the best time for you to see it. So, let's start. First, I'm going to draw 1 card from Mariel Tarot deck. These are only major arcanas that I've chosen for you. Please guide me for Sun and Moon and Rising Scorpio. The Devil. 3 signs had the Devil, so you're not the first one. And for me, this card is mostly about embracing your demons, embracing your inner demons. Perhaps first recognizing them. And the first thing you usually do when you see your shadow, you want to defeat it. You want to fight with this, and you want it to disappear. But when there is light, there is a shadow. So it's a very important part of each and every one of us, this devil. And recognizing it is the best thing you can do with it. And embracing it. As the booklet with Mariel Tarot says, the devil is lies, illusions, bondage, addiction, opposition, and personal demons. Also, it is humor in the face of opposition, an opportunity to do what is right, facing and defeating one's demons, and as I said, embracing them. To the Grand Tarotist Atela, the devil represented great force propelling you towards a fate, which could be for either good or ill. So, good or ill, it depends, but this card, you know, it's notorious. People usually are afraid when they see the devil, but there's nothing to be afraid about, because this is the life force. This is a great potential for liberation and for abundance and a mastery of life force. And a call to awaken to responsibility for all your facets, also for your shadow. So, yeah, a challenging energy, but also potentially a great one for your development. So let's put our devil here. Whoop. It may be crooked like that. Why not? Let's see at your cards. They are already shuffled. I'm just gonna cut them. Please guide me for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do we see? Here, we're gonna look. This is the heptapod spread that I invented, and I like it very much because it's down to earth, very effective, telling you what you should do, what you can do, perhaps is a better word. At the bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, there's a potential here. Potential to build something great, potential to build something in the material world. Great card, the Ace of Pentacles, one of the best. Gift from above that you can use for either good or ill, as they said. What will you choose? Let's look at your energy, Scorpio. Five of Pentacles. So the pentacle repeats. As you can see, this is the same pentacle. The tree is much bigger already. But this is a card of luck. This is the card that says that there's not enough. What I feel that it's mostly your fear, because it's never like that it's not enough. There's still potential of life here with this rabbit. These ladies are standing in the water. The water is life. These green clothes they have. This is the energy of the heart chakra. So with Five of Pentacles, the aspect that I like to underline is that usually there is a way out of this energy. But usually the person who has this energy, who experiences this energy, is not able to see it, is not willing to accept it. Somehow it's about not being able to receive help, even if, because help is possible. We sometimes see people outside the church, outside of the temple here. And the temple is warm and dry, but they don't want to go there. They don't want it. They want to make it on their own. Perhaps they are too proud. Perhaps they want to feel what they felt before, their own power. And they don't want to receive. You know, Five of Pentacles comes after Four of Pentacles. And Four of Pentacles is about really having control over what you have. The power. But there's also stagnation in this. When you don't give out. When you don't let yourself to, spend. To give. You just, you hold to what you have. It drains. It drains you out. And it brings you to this Five of Pentacles. The answer is, of course, harmony of giving and taking, which comes after Five of Pentacles, which is Six of Pentacles. But this is the tipping point, a difficult energy. When holding power is not the answer anymore, but you're not at the harmony point yet. You need to experience this lack, to open, to give and take. You need to open, you need to feel this lack. What's above you? No, I almost forgot. Now is the time to put out 3 cards for 3 decans. As you perhaps know, each sign of zodiac is divided into 3 parts, which are called decans. The first decan is the first 10 days of the sign. The second decan is next 10 days of the sign. And the third decan is the last 10 days of the sign. So if you were born in October, you're in the first decan, right? If you were born somewhere between the 1st or the 2nd of October and the 21st, 22nd of October, because it fluctuates, it differs depending on the year of your birth, you're in the second decan. And when you're born between the 11th, 12th of November till the 21st, 22nd, sometimes 23rd of November, you are in the third decan of Scorpio. Okay, so let's look. These cards are also shuffled, and I will cut them and take 3 cards for 3 decans of Scorpio. This is only for solar Scorpios, okay? The first decan, 2 of Cups. The second decan, 9 of Wands. And the third decan, Seven of Pentacles. And these modify this reading. We'll see how, but generally the first decan has something with partnership, perhaps love, interest. The second decan is about enduring, staying in your place. And the third decan has Seven of Pentacles, which means painful waiting for your results. Okay, let's look what's above you, what's coming from above. Seven of Swords, another difficult energy. This card is also notorious, right? Seven of Swords. They say cheating, being deceived. But there's also another side to it, and I call it a wit, a way out. Most of all, shortcut. But as it is coming from above, it's not really. I have this feeling it is not your energy this month. It's something external. You may be encountered with a situation that surprises you, with its wit or with its deceiveness, you know. Someone may outsmart you, is what I feel. Or maybe you have outsmarted yourself. Maybe you played in an unconventional way, and life answered you with even more unconventional way. It doesn't matter which of these is this. The true thing here is to check your values, to check your motivation. I couldn't find the word. Check your motivation. Whatever you choose to do, check your motivation first. Check it twice, you know, double check it. Because this is I feel this is not usual situation for you. And you may feel, you know, anxious and perplexed and where am I? This is quite chaotic so far, this reading. Quite chaotic. Shaky. This may be about money, I feel. This may be a material thing here. Okay? One more thing. This card usually indicates that there's an easy way out of this, but it may not be the best one. And that's a warning. An easy way out isn't always the best. Okay? Scorpio, what's going on? I wonder. What is she looking at? Because she's looking to the past. This is the past energy. What's going to the past? The Hermit. The Hermit, being alone, being in seclusion. Perhaps not alone, but very much in yourself, in your own world, feeling yourself, getting to know yourself, getting to know your motivations. And she's looking at this. So somehow it's important what you have discovered when you were dwelling deeply in yourself. What was there, what you saw there, what you understood about yourself? What was the answer you found? And I feel it might have not been the easiest answer. It might have not been the answer you liked. There might be something you discovered about yourself that you don't like, that you didn't like. Hence the devil appeared. Maybe you don't like your shadow. That's understandable. People usually don't like their shadow. But the best way out isn't to neglect it. It never is. When you neglect part of yourself, you devoid yourself of power. You weaken yourself. So don't be afraid to look at this hermit and to be true to what you have discovered about yourself. Because perhaps it's a hard way to go. But perhaps it's a better way to go. Perhaps it's a better way to overcome this lack of something. Because it may be just lack of your power, of your insight. Interesting reading so far. What's the challenge? What's the weakness? The Four of Swords, peace of mind. Peace of mind, but also the ability to put something to an end. Especially on this picture, as you can see, she's over the grave. The grave is quite fresh, but I feel she's very accepting and embracing of what happened, and she knows it has ended. It has, and she embraces it. And you may have difficulties with embracing that something has ended, and it still makes you anxious. You're still anxious. You're unable to heal, because this is usually a healing card. But when we are unable to put something to an end, when we are unable to admit that something is done, something is gone, it's said and gone. Mane tekel fares. Then we feel anxiety, and we are unable to heal on a deep level. So when I look at this, Five of Pentacles is sometimes a disease. Not only physical, but also mental. And I don't mean things like schizophrenia or some kind of depression, severe anxiety, but it may be this. It may be this. Because if you are unable to hold some truth about yourself, some difficult truth about yourself, it will haunt you until you accept it. But you refuse. It's a vicious circle. I see a vicious circle here. Very interesting. It's like you're unable to admit to your weakness. Unable to admit to something dark inside of you. And it makes you uneasy. Okay, how to cope with this inability to rest? The devil. Yeah, the devil. What did I say? Oh my God. It's like you're unable to open a new chapter because you're still in something in the past that hasn't. It should have ended long ago, but it didn't, because you are unable to admit something. Well, you are able, but you're not willing. Because this card says you are able, but you're not willing. You know, but you refuse to see it. You refuse to admit it. And the answer is, admit it. Embrace your shadow. Come on. Look at you. This is a mirror, and you don't like what you see here. But embracing what you see here is The only possibility to break these chains and to set yourself free finally from the past. Look at this. It's just a tree in the night. And it's bare. Yeah, it looks scary, but it's just a tree. It's you. Yeah, it may look scary, but it's you. It's part of you. And the warmer you embrace it, the less scarier it becomes. And it will haunt you if you close your eyes and try to convince yourself, no, it doesn't exist. It won't disappear if you close your eyes. No, you just won't see it, but it's still there. It is still there. And you know it. And there's no escape. You may try to escape, but there's no escape because you know it. You have already seen it. And you don't like the picture. And you try to escape, but you won't. It will come back. Scorpio. Tough lesson. What's your strength in all this? The Emperor. So structuring, taking responsibility, being very manly. I mean masculine, decisive. Ruling your world, having power. But somehow I feel it's only on the surface. Look, this Emperor is also looking at this Devil. It's like, you may rule your world, but you need to look at this. You won't be an Emperor unless you embrace this reflection. The true Emperor isn't afraid of this. Well, maybe he's afraid, but he's still looking. Maybe he's afraid, but he has a connection with this. He doesn't turn his head around and say, oh, no, that's not me, no. No, if I don't look at this, it will disappear. Oh, he owns it. Because he's the real power of the Emperor is also in this. That even if he's afraid, he's facing his fears. Face your fears, Scorpio. Face your fear of who you might be. Because there's nothing wrong with this. Nothing is wrong until you label it as wrong. It's not wrong. It may be scary, but it's not wrong. You may use it for good. Remember the Devil. Either good or ill. You choose. But you need to see it and you need to embrace it. How many times did I say that already? But it's so clear what this reading is saying. You need to see this. No, you need to embrace it because you've already saw this. You need to be in touch with this. That's your strength. That's the possibility. Don't be afraid. It will make you stronger. Admitting to your dark sides, admitting to your mistakes, makes you stronger. That's how it works. Because you're strong enough to say it. You're strong enough to face it. You're strong enough to embrace it. Denying is the sign of weakness. Okay. You have the most interesting reading this month. What should you focus on? 9 of Wands. Withstanding. Keeping on doing what you do. Being loyal. Being strong. Being endurant. You may be wounded here with Nine of Wands. But you need to stay strong. I want to just look at the... Yeah, that's final challenge, they say. Final challenge. You may have emerged from struggle, but are worried the worst is to come. Remain cautious. Fear and conflict ultimately spring from within. Having been wounded, you may isolate yourself as a means of defense. Difficulty accepting your achievements, strengths and talents, but also shadow, probably. Recovery from illness, yeah. Open up to wholeness and healing. Yes, that's it. Open up to wholeness and healing. That's what should you focus on. You have the possibility to heal. So this is the answer to this. The challenge is to heal. But you have to open to this, as I said, to things you don't want to see in yourself. And then you will heal. And then the new beginning is possible. Okay? And the last view, a vista. It may be advice, it may be a result, but generally it's something you need to see. The Chariot. What a great card to finish. And what a great card to sum up. Because the Chariot, again, I feel this is the possibility for you. But what do you see here is dark and bright, black and white, wholeness of you. Not only things you want to see, but all the things that are in you. There's usually a white horse and a black horse here. So it's yin and yang, the dark and the light, the easy and the difficult. All those opposites united. When they are united, they create something new. When they are united, you overcome obstacles. When they are united, your will is done. But only when they are united. As long as you deny this devil, this reflection in the mirror, this scary side of yourself, you're unable to overcome obstacles. You're stuck. You're stuck in this energy. No way out. It's not an easy way. But you're the emperor. You're the emperor. And you are able to embrace it. And when you embrace it, this happens. The victory. Victory card. Ultimate victory card. But it's your free will whether you do it or not. Okay? I strongly recommend it. To be the emperor, not avoiding of this. Not avoiding this. Not avoiding seeing this. You can choose otherwise. You can always choose otherwise. Scorpio. But you have the potential. No doubt a difficult time, a difficult reading for those of you who resonate. No doubt. But what a beautiful time to change. There won't be a better time. So be it and be it. I wish you this. My fingers crossed. And may the universe bless you, Scorpio. Thank you for your time and see you next month.